Do first looks ruin sneaker releases? Is it necessary or does it ruin the storyline?
Tom Sachs and Nike are back with new sneakers releasing in 2025, but it's kind of weird.
All that and more on today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast.
There we go. So you got a nice little setup today. I'm jealous.
I do. First of all, one of us has received the new gear for the podcast, so there will be a video coming out next week about our new podcast gear. Hopefully it sounds good. I guess this will be kind of the tester episode. Hopefully it records, everything works well. I think it will, but it's very easy to use from Rode, so shout out to them. But yes, I've moved the office into the basement, so we actually have a good backdrop of the sneaker wall.
It looks good.
Yeah.
The lighting's good. Like, everything looks solid, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, yeah, it's been, when was the last time we did the podcast? It feels like 4 months ago.
I know, seriously. I was thinking about that today because I was like,
last week, right?
I don't remember when we recorded it last week though, because we're recording this Thursday night, and I think last time was maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know.
Yeah,
something like
feels
that.
like super long time ago, and it was kind of like a post-trip episode too.
Yeah,
didn't even really feel real, but
yeah,
it's been a busy couple of weeks.
seriously,
shout out to
man.
for recording late. I had some job changes that I'm excited to announce. So as of hours ago, I have left my gig doing social media at Power Lodge. I got offered a transfer to another business that he has, and it basically just made me evaluate everything. Risks I was taking, kind of the future. I mean, I'm 23, so it's like I am married, do have a house, so there is responsibilities, but there's a little bit different of a mindset for me that it's like what is going to be the best in 5 years. So if it's just something that's not going to be buildable, I'm not going to grow, I'm not going to learn, it's just a job, and I'm kind of looking to take, like, I can take the risk financially and just to build the brand and to help somebody else do it. So with that being said, I got offered the position of being full-time with the Blazendary team as the head of content, and I have accepted it as of about an hour and a half ago. So,
well, that's not bad. Very dope. Okay.
Yep. So,
I was not expecting that.
No, I wasn't either. And I've been doing it part-time. I've worked with him for 2 years now. His business is growing into something that's pretty incredible. A lot of really cool things are happening. And I've just basically freelanced work for him whenever he's needed it. I've gone to sneaker cons and stuff with them. And about 3 months ago, I took on the role of just posting for him every day. And we just had basically contracted work out for that. And with the dominoes falling at my full-time gig with Power Lodge, I was like, you know what, let me evaluate this. Let me call him up. He's been asking me to go full-time with him for a long time now.
Yeah.
And it just worked out. So I'm very excited about it. And there's a lot of upside. It's obviously more risky because it's not a defined company. It's very new still. There's a lot of moving parts to it. True. Worst case scenario, I go get another job. I have a 4-year degree. Shoe stuff's always going to be rolling here. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. So it's like it was the time to take the risk. So
let's go.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. So
that's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's so fun. You're so good at keeping secrets
on the recording time.
Yeah, fair. I'm like, I was already planning on having a late night, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Like you said last week, and it didn't really hit me until this week, but brand deals, and I'm just like, oh my god, now I have,
You drowning in them now?
I'm drowning in them, man.
Good.
It's just like, okay, I have a first draft out by Monday for a brand deal I didn't have a few days ago, and I'm just like, okay, great.
Are you under NDA or can you say the company?
I'm under NDA, yeah, but
probably the same company I just worked the deal out with yesterday. That's like a 2-week timeline.
Yeah, so we can talk about it after, but
Yep.
actually 2 brand deals with them as well. So I'm like,
Sick.
one of them's near the end of the year, I think, and the other is like, I think, what date? What's even the date? Goes live in 15 days. I'm like,
Wow.
all right, let's go. Then a few other
Popping.
random stuff here and there, but now I'm just trying to play catch up. And of course, I'm getting all these random shipments. Dude, I have to show you these shoes that showed up today. It's
Can't show them to the pod.
I can. No, I can.
Okay.
They're beautiful. The new Tyler the
Yeah.
Creator Golf Lafleur
Oh, you put them in your
Converse.
discussion.
Say it again.
You put them in your channel, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
And bro, they sent me every single color. And I'm just like, okay. I'm excited. I like all of them. I don't know how I would wear them, but I'm like, okay.
Hey, that's sick.
And now I'm like trying to figure out a video to do with that. I'm just like, okay, all right. I gotta shoot a lot of B-roll, I guess, or just figure out exactly which pairs I want to talk about. But
Oh, you should do
yeah,
them all and say, here's the entire lineup.
exactly. Yeah. So this is like they dropped all 5 of these, I think, earlier in the week, and then they're dropping the next set of 5 like sometime in the near future. And Jason, the guy I know at Converse, posted these on his story, and I just commented. I was like, "These are dope," and he's like, "I got you." And I thought he was just going to send me one pair, and then this huge box showed up yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Gotta love it. Gotta
that's
love
a
it.
lot, dude." So trying to figure that out right now, but a lot of fun stuff, dude. Dude, I really liked your video today on the Wu-Tangs. That was an interesting one. I was not expecting there to be it just to be, I guess, like a bare bones release, I guess would be the way to describe it.
The best
They're
part about being
pretty.
in the basement now is I can show the shoes off.
Exactly. I love that.
um,
Let's go, baby.
yeah, no, I got a stack of shoes next to me that I gotta get through over the next
Yep.
but yeah, they're very basic.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a size 11 brand new, hit me up. I don't know. This is what I feared. I think I talked about it when we initially got the word of retros like this, and we've seen other stuff already getting leaked. And I'm like, which I had some clarification. There was a sample 2016 pair that there's 36 pairs released that they kind of based this one off of that. Which, okay, then it's not even a Wu-Tang, like it's a retro of the sample of not even. So I don't know if that's true or not, but anyways, it's like it's literally a dunk high with good leather, not even a satin lining. It looks like satin, but it's not a satin sock liner. 2 logos,
Yeah.
and that's it. A regular dunk box, regular insoles, regular laces, not even extra laces, regular shoe tree. Nothing else is improved about it. So it's literally a Jordan 1 Pollen or the Iowa Dunks. It's like there's nothing special about it. And I'm like, I'm looking at resale prices. They're sitting at like $450 right now. I'm like, I am dumping these before somebody gets them in. And there's nostalgia. I get that, but it's not like they could have done a special box. They could have done.
That's
They
true.
could have put a record in the box and charged like an extra $50. Like that would have been really cool.
Yeah. I
Cool.
mean,
So
if you're a diehard like Wu-Tang fan, I don't think I would really care about
no, I
that.
get it.
I would just want the shoes. But as someone who's, I mean, personally, I haven't listened to him that much, so I don't
No,
really know. But, you know, if you get all the extras, you kind of feel like you're actually a part of that sort of era, that group, that fan base, and you get to just see a look inside of it. But no, I completely get what you're saying.
so here's an example. I also got the notorious BIG Timberlands in from
Okay.
Champ Sports.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
another retro rapper, like hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Notorious BIG on the top of the box. Open it up. Card.
Cool.
Words on the back. I haven't really looked at them that much, but I pulled them out and I was like, all right, like they went over and above. Bunch of hang tags. Special
that's
hang
cool.
tag. You get a gold emblem there. You get BIG on the back. Like I get that this isn't a retro or anything, but like even on the midsole, like You can do so much more. They look at the I haven't seen this yet. Look at the tongue, bro. Look at the tongue. Like, come on.
That's crazy. I really
So it's
like
like
that midsole hit on the back, how it's
yeah, it's
like,
like stuff you wouldn't even think about, and I'm like, they
yeah,
could have done so much with the Wu-Tangs, and I'm like, it's like that's why I don't want them to retro. Like, if they're gonna do a bad job, don't even touch them.
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
feel like it's one of those that they were like, oh, what could we release just to get some hype and just knock it out? Like,
It's
let's
the
do
old
these.
CEO mindset. So I hopefully that stuff like that changes,
Yeah.
but
I guess we'll see. But nah, it's just kind of disappointing. But at least I saw one of the comments. At least the leather quality isn't trash.
at
That's
least they
all I
made it a
have to
premium.
say.
If they didn't, people would be
If it was just the
livid.
Iowas, bro, I would have been like, you
Panda
got
dunk
got,
material on
bro.
'em.
You got, bro. That would
Yeah,
piss
I
me
don't,
off, man.
and I get the original one's not that, like, there's nothing crazy about it. I get it was just to friends and family, but it's like, there's still, like, mystique around it. Like, there's still, like, an aura that it's like, "Oh, those are the Wu-Tang, like, those are $20,000. There's, like, 20 pairs in existence. Even the sample's 36 pairs." It's like, just do something with it. Like, I don't know.
It's just sad.
Could have
Just
done it.
sad. But yeah. What other cool stuff did you get this week?
I got all the cleats back, all the cleats that Bailey
Oh
wore.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Um,
awesome.
very cool. I got him sitting all over there. I'm just finishing up a long form YouTube video of him talking about all of them. He signed every single pair. The only ones I didn't get back were the Italian camos because he wanted to keep those. But all of them, I got the Grinches back. He signed the date when he played the Yankees. Like all, it's super cool. So I got to figure out what
That's
I'm doing
tight.
with those. Display a couple, keep a couple. The 81s held up insanely well. There's no wear and tear on them. They look almost brand new. So Adidas, if you're listening, I would maybe look into making cleats because I know Nike is making Grinch cleats. The Grinches did not hold up nearly as well because you had to put a toe cap on it. They took a lot of wear and tear, but the rubber that they used on the 81s, it's
Yeah.
like it's substantial. So the lows held up like he could have wore those for 10, 15 games, no problem. Where the Grinches 3 games and they're cooked. Like toe box is wearing out. So I mean, putting it to the test with an MLB player wearing it for multiple games. He wore them for 2 games and they're like brand new. So
Wow.
very impressed
That's
with that.
cool.
But
That's really cool.
yeah,
Talk about a
yeah,
wear test.
true wear test. Speaking about wear test, I got the wear test. The
Yeah.
Nigel's wrapping up in Saturday is the final day. So
That's quick.
kind of kind of sucks because I was hoping it would rain. I've been waiting for rain so I can get them super, super muddy.
That's
It's like
fair.
full blown fall here now. There's no rain for the next week and a half, so I'm kind of toast there. So tomorrow I'm gonna go take the e-bike down to the river and get crazy with them because I know that's what they want. So it'll
That's
be good
true.
recap. But yeah,
So I know you're not done with the wear test yet, and I'm sure we'll get into it more after the fact. But as of now, what do you think about the RMs? Are they really that different from the fours, or is it pretty much the same, just a little bit shorter?
I like them. I have 2 thoughts. One, I would never wear the GRs ever.
Really?
Think about how bulky those feel and look.
Mm-hmm.
These feel bulky. They still feel like a Jordan 4, and they're the
Really?
same 2 models. And maybe it's because I put the white laces in them, but it really defines like how wide they are. If I kept the green,
Mm,
it'd feel a lot slimmer, which I kind of wish I did. But for the wear test factor, like make white laces turn brown, like get them dirty.
yeah,
But um, number two, I love them. And one simple fact, you can slip them on. They are
that's
total
nice.
slip-ons. Jordan 4s, I guess you can kind of slip on, but that back heel tab, it kind of gets pulled in or destroyed. There's no
Yeah.
tab, there's nothing. You can just slip them on, and they're really comfortable. I mean, they're like a Jordan 4, but more comfortable because they're lighter and they're shorter. So I'm a big fan of them. They've held up way better than I thought. Way better than even like the Amamanier 4s, which is like a really similar suede. Uh, it- they're nice. I don't know. See, I have a fresh green pair and I have the gray pair. I don't know when I'm gonna wear those. I like them a lot. It's just I'm getting real tired of them. I think that's
Yeah.
what the wear
That's
tests
the
do to
hardest
me.
part.
I have not put any. I can't think of one. I wore the white cement threes once after like 3 months, but I have not worn. Other than that, I haven't worn any of the wear test pairs since any of the wear tests. So I don't know. They're really cool. I like them, but yeah, I'm tired of them.
But that makes sense. And I mean,
Yeah.
you got your wear out of them, so it's
Oh
fine.
yeah. No,
You scratched
you
the
can
itch.
totally get the you can totally get the vibe of them. It's interesting too because like when you're wearing a shoe and especially in public and stuff, you're kind of like fishing for comments sometimes and like compliments. And this is one that I've gotten a few. Some of the stuff in the past, like the Wings collection, I didn't get anything. It just looks like a white Jordan, like
Yeah.
nothing special unless you know. But I've had quite a few people that are like, what are those? Like even people when I was working at my job where it's like a lot of like outdoorsy people like, "Oh, you got the Nigels, like those are pretty cool." I'm like, how do you even know what these are? So it's like like sneaker con New York, there was people wearing them. I know Harrison was wearing his pair. Like they're definitely a top 10 pair this year, no doubt, if not top 5. So
I agree. And just that colorway alone, just from like the photos that you've posted of them on your feet, it looks like a very you shoe that I feel like just goes with a
oh
lot
yeah,
of your
I love it.
outfits.
I mean,
And they look
it's
really good.
very I love green. I mean, that was our wedding colors. Like, it's just a really good color. It's not a bold green. It's not like a super low. It's like in the middle. So I'm a big fan of them.
I like that. I
Yeah.
still I still really want them, but it's like one of those shoes that I'm like, do I
They're
really?
now the green ones are like 600. The grays are like
Isn't that
250.
crazy?
Like it's
I've
insane.
almost bought the grays a few times, but
I
I don't
would
know.
I would maybe trade a couple pairs, try to get a pair from a store or something.
I might. I don't know, dude. I was looking through, or I was standing here, I think last night after I edited a video, and I was just staring at all these shoes, and I was like, dude, I don't freaking wear. I probably wear 3 of those shoes up
Dude,
there.
I do that every day now with my wall. I just
Yeah.
so speaking about that too, I bought the off-white fours right
Yeah, yeah.
there in the off-white fives. I haven't worn them since I bought them, but like even I like how I can do this now.
I know.
The
The Chinese.
Chinese New Year's, I that was a pair that I looked for 2 years. I have not put them on foot yet, and it's like I'm scared to wear them. But there's so many of those pairs that it's like it's too many, man.
I'm getting to the point now where I'm just like, dude, am I about to just get rid of 90% of the shoes I own? Keep the ones that I'm like,
Hmm.
that I really do want. Not that I did like dislike any of the shoes behind me, but it's just like I really only wear 5
I
shoes
love
at a
them all.
time.
It's just wearing them, and we're both very blessed to be in the position to get
Yeah.
repairs all the time. And
I got
I
5
regret it.
pairs of shoes yesterday, and I'm like,
Dude, I know it's crazy. It's like I got 3 pairs today. It's insane because I remember not
where am I
even
going to put this?
3 years ago. It was like I was living in my mouse infested college house. Like first night I moved
Yeah.
in,
Oh yeah.
on the ceiling, and it was like I get Snapchat memories of it all the time. And I had this little brown shelf, and it was like I had Nike Blazers on there. I had these
Yeah.
like as hybrid deals. I had the Jordan Legacy 312s, and I was like, this is so sick. Like this is insane. So
Yeah,
anyone
man.
listening, hey, get in the content game because it can be
It's
lucrative.
it's nuts. One of the guys that's been following me for 2 years, 2.5 years, commented on one of my videos the other day just because he saw this backdrop and he's like, man, I remember when you were in your last apartment and you just had a little shelf of like 3 New Balance, 1 pair of Jordans, and like, I don't even remember what else was on there. He's like, you didn't have anything. And now you have a sneaker store. And I'm just like,
I know.
yeah, I do. And I love all of them. But what the hell, dude? I want to clean out. I just want to clean out,
I get that
not
feeling every
fully
time
start
too.
over, but I
Yep.
just don't know. And I kind of
Yeah.
want to put my desk back there, get a new desk
I
set
really
up
like the
here.
backdrop though. I mean, it does feel. I
I
was
know.
moving around yesterday, and it feels really good. But I do like the setup you got
I
rolling.
know. Well, I'm thinking about doing something because this whole wall, you guys don't see it because I never show it. It's just blank. There's a sound panel and my light. And I'm like, maybe I'll shift it or do like
Yeah,
some new shelves, something to just liven it up and get me
I
excited.
do like having angles, like not just a straight on with the straight wall, like adding
Yep.
some depth. I've thought about that a lot where I'm doing shots not just at my wall. It's kind of, you can see my desk is like rotated. It
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know, it adds a little bit to it, but
And
it's
that's what
pretty.
I've been doing sitting at the desk. I've had my desk like at a different angle, so it just makes it look a little more depthy. And I'm like, it's time. It's time. I haven't changed anything. Just get rid of all of it. Start over. It'll be fun. So we'll see. Really, it's just waiting on me to post stuff on eBay because it takes time.
Exactly.
And I'm just too lazy. And then I have to ship it all out. But that part's exhausting. But I'm just gonna post on my story once it's all live. Be like, get it. It's all cheap. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to get market value for
You can't now. It's
any of it.
game.
Like, I really don't care. And if it's like, I don't even know. Like most of the cool stuff I'm keeping. Like the Salehi New Balance, like,
Oh, you can't sell that.
the Jowns, like I may sell, honestly, I was thinking about that the other day. I may sell like the red and blue Salehi New Balance because I can't wear this shoe. It's so crazy.
Cool display piece.
It's a great display piece, but it's one of those things.
I would say instead of selling it, trade it. Only that pair.
That's true. Oh, I could do that.
Do a trade series. Go to the store that we're about to talk to.
Not a bad idea. I like that. You're smart. You're good. This isn't your first time. Definitely not your first time. You're a vet. But yeah, let's dive into some sneaker news. There's a lot of stuff. Let's do it.
So, Seth, by the way, you survived the hurricane. I'm glad.
Thank God, dude. Oh my God.
How is the area around you?
Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Anna had to go to work the next day, and I don't remember. I think like
I'm not sure what you're trying to edit.
I'm not either, Siri. Thank you.
Back to editing.
Back to editing. Like that's so funny. She's like, I'm not sure what you're trying to edit. I have no idea. I think there were 2 trees down on her way to work. But like other than that, she saw a few trees that like, crushed houses, obviously, and that sucks. But like, I mean, we got 2 days straight of pouring rain, and all these trees the root systems are not that strong. But
yeah,
a lot of flooding. The river was crazy, but thankfully, it wasn't the wildest thing. And then literally, I think 2 days after that, in Conyers, which is I think 30 miles south of us, there was a biolab that caught on fire. So
that's not good.
Big old chemical fire, which was amazing.
Saw that. I saw that online.
Luckily, it didn't affect really where we are. But I mean, Joe, he lives closer to the city than we are, and we were all texting in our group chat, and he's like, I walked outside and I was like, why is it cloudy outside and why is the sun out? This is weird. And I was like,
that's literally us when the Canadian wildfires happen.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, so I mean, the second I get back in Atlanta, and it's just going to hell. But we survived. I'm still here. That's all that matters.
I bring that up because our first story is kind of a bummer one. Hate when stuff like this happens. Was it related? I don't think it was related to the hurricane, but
I don't think it was. I think it was just like a smash and grab, probably during everything that was going on.
Yeah, it could have been during that. Try to get a law opportunity, but over 100,000 items stolen from Full Circle ATL.
Sucks, man.
I've always liked them. I've never been there, but I've always known about them. A lot of them from Harrison Neville's videos. He's gone there.
Yeah, they're all good guys, dude. I've met them at a number of like local Atlanta sneaker, conventions and stuff like that. They're all very cool. Love to chat with them. Sadly, I have never been inside of this location. We go off Howell Mill all the time, which is where their store is. They relocated there, I think maybe a year or 2 ago. every single time we're off Howell Mill, they're closed because we're there at like random times for brunch or for like a dinner, and their hours suck. So it's like I still have yet to go in. So I'm like, of course now this happens, but yeah, sucks,
Big
man.
bummer. Yeah, it was truck and a small car crashed through the store around 5:40 a.m. Around 7 to 10 people hopped out, stole about
That's
100,
crazy.
at least $100,000 in inventory. Yeah, just never something you want to see.
And it happens all the time with
But
sneaker
it's
stores,
so
dude.
like it's a bummer because like if you know that there's money sitting there. It's like I don't know. It's a bummer. They
Yeah.
should when they rebuild it, they should put like steel beams with concrete right at the front door. So you
Something,
don't have to
man.
do it, you just destroy your car.
And like it's because that's like a nicer, I mean, I don't want to say it's a nice side of town, but it's a pretty nice side of town. It's like,
Relative to Atlanta.
yeah, I mean, it's on the west side. It's not
There's
the
parts, yeah, I
worst.
get that. That's
Yeah.
how the city is. Yeah, it's just bummer.
Yeah.
Big
Hate it
bummer.
for them. Hopefully they come back soon.
Yeah. This is some I'm gonna try to segue into every single one tonight.
Let's do it.
This is not somebody that I thought would come back soon. Tom's back.
Yeah.
He's back with Nike. This is not something I ever thought I'd be saying on the podcast. We have a Mars Yard 3.0 confirmed for 2025.
Yeah. That was just one of those things. I mean, like if you're not super up to date on the whole situation, let's see if I can find like a summary. It was basically how long ago was that? A year ago? 2 years ago? Oh, scroll up a little bit. I think it said it was like May of last year. Dang, that was a while ago. In May of last year's Nike's union with the American artist was paused after former employees accused Sachs of operating with a toxic work culture and a cult-like atmosphere in his studios, hinging on bullying and sexism. And basically after that, Nike was like, yeah, let's maybe cut ties with him. And just the timing was crazy because it was right when his general purpose shoe was like really popping off.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell Nike was like, but we just made like, and there were leaks of probably 5 to 10 other colorways that we never ended up getting. So it's like they were really banking on it, and now they are really banking on it with the Mars Yard 3.0 coming out next year because they know this one will sell like crazy.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Even amidst all the Kanye stuff with Adidas, it's like if you have a bad image like that, shit goes south quick. I mean, we just this past weekend we saw Yeezys for $30 on sale at outlet. So it's like
that's insane to me.
I don't know. I watched. Did you watch Bima's video too on it?
On Tom Sachs, I don't know if I did. Typically, they just pop up.
This makes no sense. This is crazy, and that's exactly. I was like, I don't get this, and I don't know if you saw this too, but Nike also came out with their City shoe. It looks exactly like the general purpose shoe. I have a pair coming.
Let me see this. I haven't even seen that.
They didn't announce it, didn't do anything. Does it not look just like the general purpose shoe, like to a T?
Yeah, with the toe box.
Nike City, sitting on Nike, 135.
That's the exact same sock liner too.
Exactly the exact same padding, everything. Yeah, I mean everything's the same. So I'm gonna review them hopefully in the next couple of days, barring shipping. But it's like, okay, I thought they were making like moves to split away from them, kind of cool packaging. It's like, all right, and then you bring this guy back in. So I don't think it's worth it just for a designer. But
I don't either, because like, dude, I guess like he holds weight, but I mean, if I'm being honest, I didn't know who the hell Tom Sachs was before the Mars Yard. Like,
you could
I wasn't in that world
so easily. You hire somebody that's very creative. They come up with a shoe, and then people love it, and then okay, there you got another guy.
And like, what has he done that's like super crazy? The Mars Yards, like I mean,
He's
it's one
just
of
one
those
of his
shoes that I'm
his
like,
specific style that he has. Like, I don't know. I don't see where
I
it's worth
like
it.
it. I like it. I still want a pair of the general purpose shoes because I was about to buy the yellow pair because it was
Mhm.
pretty cheap. And then all this went down, and I was like, well, I'm happy I didn't buy the yellow pair.
I've
It's
I've
like,
always I mean, I've always been a fan of his style, like
yeah.
his design elements, the fonts, everything he does, but I just can't. I don't know.
So,
It's the Kanye deal. Like I've lost all respect for Kanye after everything that's happened. I'll listen to his music and stuff, but it's like can't get behind him anymore. I can't. I don't know.
that's fair. That's fair. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, his shoes, talking about Tom, his shoes were sold in Kohl's, right? That's like a very,
I
I
forgot
don't,
about
is, yeah, right. Like that's a very general consumer store.
Family
And
Store.
not that every one of his sneakers was bought up by people who weren't like the biggest sneakerheads, but like how many people bought those shoes even know anything about what happened with this whole
Probably not a
situation?
lot.
It's like it's a very, very niche audience. So they could drop 10 more colorways of the general purpose shoe. I'm sure they would all sell
Or
fairly well. It's
they
like,
got the city shoes. Throw those in Kohl's. It's the same thing.
yeah, I don't get it. This Mars Yard 3 has to be a hit though. And then I guarantee, dude, if the shoe's a hit, so many people are gonna be like, well, I mean, he didn't kill anyone, so I mean,
It'll
it's like
be the I just
hype beasts are gonna be all
for
over
what
it.
we're seeing, I mean, even if it's a hit, I don't see it being a hit. Like
It's
unless
not
it's
gonna hit the
something
same.
completely new, it's not gonna hit. Like the only thing that's been a hit is the Nigels. That's completely new. The AE1's completely new. But like even the Futura SBs, like they just didn't hit as much because we've seen Futura stuff in the past. The what we're just talking about, the Wu Tangs, it's like those have so much aura around them and they're going for $400. And like Mars Yard's like 1 and 2 are going for a couple grand. Like, what do we think the 3.0s are going to go for? I'm going to say $450 tops, honestly.
That's yeah, that's probably true, dude. And honestly, like I'm surprised that the Wu Tangs are going for that much. Because if you would have
Well,
asked me before this, I
yeah,
would have said 180, just because I don't know. Like
I got a quick
doesn't
sell mine now that I keep thinking about it, man. I got to get rid of
you gotta post that now.
Let's see. How much is the size 11 going? Prices went up.
That's the thing, and like, what if it keeps going up? But it's like, but
I don't
also
know.
it's probably not.
340 payout. That's a good flip. Not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Alrighty. Next up, this was what we were hinting at in the intro. I sent this to Seth. Obviously,
Hmm.
Seth is biased because he gets early shoes. But one of the
Fair.
designers behind the Dornbecker series posted this on their story, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? Brings up a good point. There's certain shoes that the story needs to be told, and this is one of them. The Dornbecker series. It's such a good cause. It's made by children in the cancer hospital at the Dornbecker Hospital. It's raising money. Like everything about it is so good. Literally, the shoes are designed by these children,
Mm.
and there's a lot of storytelling behind it. We're looking at the Jordan 6 Dornbecker for this year that's coming out on October 18th. So it's like we have 2 weeks yet. So it's not like
Oh, that's
super early or
wait.
anything, but
It's coming out on October 18th.
yeah. So it's not super early, but they don't really do like it's just kind of they pop up and then it's like, all right, Dornbeckers, there we go, like next week. But yeah, we got an early look at them. The designer posted, just let the kids tell the story, and that just kind of hit. I was like, it sucks. Like, if I was the kid's position, like I just made this shoe and like I have terminal cancer, whatever the case is, and this is my shoe to help raise money, help fight the cause that I'm like fighting myself. It's like, let him tell the story. Like, come on, beach,
Yeah.
like leaking these. Come on, what are we doing? Don't put your tag on that, you idiot. Like,
But also it's like
and I
if
get
you
it.
have, I
I
know.
didn't really know that, but it's like, just wait. Like, come on.
But it's one of those things, like if you stumble across a pair and you take photos, you're like,
100%. I get
I
it.
could I
It's
could go
total.
viral.
It's
It's like,
yeah, it's that, and part of it's like, well, we're building a nuke because we know that they're going to build a nuke, and we don't want them to build a nuke, so we're going
that's
to do it
so true.
ourselves. So it's like we're going to leak it because we don't want them to leak it before we do, even though we are like it's one of those deals. So it's like it sucks, but it's
And
like gotta
that's
have
how it
some
was
back.
between us and private selection for a year and a half almost. Every time Mo got a shoe, he'd be like, "Are you home? I'll be there like
Gotta get it
30
out.
minutes. Boom, take the photos tonight. If you can post them tonight, post them tonight." And it's like, and if I didn't, 9 times out of 10 the next day, and private selection posted. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh, but
Are you still doing sneaker X or sneaker knockers content, early stuff?
a little bit. I mean, it's slowed down. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm busy, dude. I don't even have time to review stuff that I want to review.
Yeah. No, like I said, you've grown into your own thing, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
But I mean, the cool stuff for sure, if it
Yeah.
makes sense to me. But
Mhm.
yeah, there's a ton of stuff I don't really feel like doing. But I I agree on the Dornbecker stuff. But it's like on the other side of things, which
Complete other
segues,
side.
James Whitner has been leaking his own stuff for a long time now. Right now, we're looking at photos of the new Ama Manier Jordan 3. I don't even know if it has a name, but it's all black. I don't know if you remember, but it really reminds me of their.
Old.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Air Force Ones. I
Mhm.
think they did a while back, a few years ago.
No, they
Ama
haven't
Manier
done
Air
Air
Forces.
Forces.
Yeah, like very cool
Have they done
shoe.
Air Forces? I don't think they have.
They have
Huh.
hand washed cold Air Forces. They did
Maybe
a
not.
low and a high, low and a mid. Am I
Oh,
wrong?
okay. These are not very rememberable.
Yeah. I just remember them because Atlanta. Like, I remember when they came out. But is that what they were called? The hand wash colds?
I don't know. I just exited out of it, but
Okay. It looks like a very similar, like, color palette design scheme on these. But, you know, it's crazy. We don't know the story behind this. We didn't know the While You Were Sleeping pack was even a pack. And he was wearing the fours months in advance. He was wearing the 12s months in advance. He was wearing the fives months in advance before anybody could even see him. We're just looking at potato quality photos of his feet, and it was like, oh,
yeah.
what's the story behind this? We don't know. So it's like, what's the difference? I get it.
Well,
We should ban leaking Dornbeckers for sure. But it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. What do you think?
the difference is this is his thing. This
His
is his
feet.
company. It's his shoe. If I was Michael Jordan, I'd be wearing unreleased Jordans. If I
True.
was, I do it with my own hats. When I wear samples that'll never come out. I wear the early stuff. I haven't shown this next collection yet, but like the next stuff that's coming out, like I'm wearing it because I'm like, this is sick. Like it's early. Like there's like it's my thing. I just like
That's a good point.
there's a difference between a Dornbecker series and it's a kid with cancer designing it. And I'm trying to tug at the heartstrings a little bit because that's
I
how
know.
I'm like, it's such a like cool thing that Jordan Brand's been doing so long with Dornbecker and then like leak it versus like the owner of the company wearing his unreleased own product. I don't know. It's just different, but I totally get both sides. I get it.
Yeah. It's a hard thing. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
no black or white answer.
I just wish Nike and Jordan Brand would like crack down on it and just if they see you reposting it, be like, you're got. You're
Yeah,
done.
like they do with the customs. Like, what are we doing here? It doesn't make any sense. Throw the people that have early shoes in prison.
But it's
Throw 'em
free
in
press. They love it. Nike loves it, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
At the end of the day, like, if you can get people talking about a release and hyped up months before it is even released and you don't even have a marketing plan for it yet, like, I don't know. I go back and forth on it.
I get that. Wow, this was another curveball from the man himself, James Whitner. They are now working with Adidas.
I love this. But the thing is, it doesn't say who under the Whitaker group, because we have who? Social Status, Ama. What's the other one? I cannot think of it.
Social Status, Manier.
Is there another one? Okay. So I know I was reading something like Social Status worked on they did an Ultra Boost, I think, like a few years back. Maybe I'm wrong.
Status and Adidas collaborative effort on the 4D Ultra sneaker back in 2021, hinting at the foundation for this expanded relationship.
I remember that coming out too, because I remember seeing it on, I think, like GOAT or StockX and being like, I didn't even know this came out. I don't think it was like the craziest design, but it was one of those things that it's like, oh, I didn't know. So, I mean, if I had to guess, it's going to be like a Social Status Adidas deal. I don't think Ama Manier would step away from Nike because that's like,
no, they got a good thing going. I mean, literally, we just talked about the next Jordan 3 that might be coming out. So,
yeah,
it could be a Sean Witherspoon deal too, where it's like, or Falahi Benberry, where there's numerous companies they're working with, but
that's true. I just feel like when you work with Jordan Brand, they are very like strict.
That's true. I guess that's Crocs and Adidas and different companies. Okay, yeah, that's true.
What who's done a Jordan Brand collab that has worked with other brands? Has Union? At least recently? I'm trying to like think through. I don't know. I just feel like they're very like territorial with the people they collaborate with.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone. Travis, J Balvin.
Not that I'm aware of.
Woman Year, Dornbecker, Union, Soulfly. Can't think of anything. Off White. No. Yeah, not really. It's a good point.
So if I had to guess, it's Social Status again, unless all of a sudden James Whitner's like, we did it with Jordan Brand. We used our whole color palette, which is not a lot, but we used it all. Like, let's move on.
Our maroon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll wait and see, but I feel like a lot of people were just blowing that whole thing out of the water where it's like, whoa, freaking out for no reason. I don't think it's going to be anything ridiculous, but we'll wait and see.
Already talked about this. We can go on from it. Don't go for him. Sushi Club and Nike commemorate 30th anniversary of Nobu, New York with an Air Force One for friends and family. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know it was for friends and family. But also, they say the retail price is like $270 something, dude. $275. Like,
do you get sushi with like for dinner?
That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Air Force with New York Sushi Club on the back.
I think the lining and the insoles are like leather. It looked really nice from that photo, but
whoop-de-doo. Honestly, special box.
Who cares, man? Cool box.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
not bad. Not as interesting as this next one, Jack Harlow.
Shrug.
1906R. Looks like grandma's couch.
Finally, though, right?
Coming out. Tomorrow they drop.
Yeah. I've had a number of people DM me being like, yo, are you going for these?
shopping, so get after it.
Yeah, exactly. But
All
dude,
pink
this
floral upper, green outsole.
sneaker leaked so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I thought they already came out. Like, I was confused when I finally saw the ad for this, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And I feel like they didn't really push it that much either. They were just like, "Here's the ad.
Are you
Go
going for
buy it."
these?
No, no.
Okay. I was gonna say because I'm not a fan of these.
I mean, I would. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I would rock them, but I'm trying to not add anything else onto the pile.
I agree.
It's hard. It's got to like really be a shoe that I'm like, I got to go after it.
I'm on the same boat here. Unless it's for reviewing purposes, there's not really anything that I'm picking up for personal anymore.
That's my thing. If I buy it, 9 out of... That's what sucks about doing this, dude. Like 9 times out of 10, if I buy a sneaker for me, I won't buy it unless I'm like, oh, I can make a video out of this. Like, I don't just buy shoes for me.
I just bought the Off-White 4s and the Off-White 5s just because I've always wanted them back in the collection. And I finally found a really good deal on a used pair. So
I wonder.
Maybe I'll do a video. I don't know.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm trying to see if there's anything.
It's a dark rabbit hole of buying personals.
Exactly. Damn. I feel like I've reviewed every shoe that I've that I have. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta have a purpose and justify spending the money, I guess.
I feel it.
Yep.
This could be a new personal. Action Bronson 990 V6.
No.
No, you don't like these?
I don't know. I mean, obviously we have to see.
Pastel type colors, pastel yellow, bright orange, kind of a pastel dark blue. Inside, and the laces look like the lapis lazulis.
With all these, I'm good on pastel for probably the rest of my life.
Got your Easter covered. Yeah, they're not bad. 2025, they're coming out.
I don't know. I don't like the 990 V6. I realized that the other day. I tried to wear. I just don't. I don't know. Like it's just too. It's too big. It's not like even that big. It just feels like I'm wearing a pair of Hokas, I guess, and I'm just like.
Yeah, I like. It depends on the colorway, but
I like. They're a cool shoe.
Yeah,
they're comfy. I think I wore those. I brought them to our vacation in Paris, and I wore them for probably 3 days straight, walking around the city. Comfy, but I don't know. Maybe a different colorway. Maybe it's the colorway I have that I'm just over seeing.
Could be the colorway.
Could be. But I guess there's potential. I'm not a big fan of red. I think that's what throws me off. It was
it's just a lot of different colors mixed on basically a white palette.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. 2025.
More New Balance, Kith. This one's kind of cool. Very, very.
These. Yeah. Oh my god.
Very New Balance 1000 and the 90. I can't speak on New Balance tonight. 990 V4s.
I love both of these.
This is the first New Balance 1000 that I'm like, I seriously considering buying.
I was looking. I was talking. Where was I was looking at like Goat or Poison or one of those sites trying to figure out if I wanted a pair of New Balance 1000s, and I could not land on a colorway. So I was just like, pass. But these look really good. That suede looks just crispy. It's a good looking shoe. Ronnie Feig kills it every time, dude. And the 990 V4s looks like a straight up pair of Jones, but what are you going to do, man?
Yeah, they do. That's very Kith collection, but not bad.
Yeah. If I had both these, like I could wear, if you said I only had to wear these shoes for a month, 2 months, I'd be like, okay, fine. Easy. Don't have to think about it.
Tough shoe to wear in the winter, though, for me with snow. These delicate.
That's true. They would be cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked.
Speaking about Jound,
Speaking of Jown.
GT 2160, my favorite ASICS model.
Is it really? That's the one you have the above the clouds? No. Who is it?
House Studios.
Earls. That's what these are.
Studios.
No, House Studios is the Gel 1130.
30s.
Yeah.
Yes, the Earls. Second favorite model. I love the there's so many models, man. Especially when you get these numbers and shit in there. It's like you can't remember that.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. Plus it's 9:30 and it's way past my bedtime since I'm like 50 years old now.
That's so true.
Yeah, these are super basic. Not much to them. White with some lime green accents on the tongue, and then an all black and gray pair. Very jowned.
Very jowned. I mean, I want to say this is like the first time that a jown collab hasn't really moved the needle for me, which is weird because like they're all pretty basic. They're all pretty basic. It's like, whatever. But I see these and I'm just like, all right. I don't need it.
Black pair is like the most regular materials I've ever seen. There's a little carbon fiber, it looks like, which sounds cool, but it doesn't look that cool.
It doesn't look that cool. I will say the other pair with the lime green hit, I like it. If I had it, like if I could buy it for retail.
Like a Monarch or like a Nike Monarch, like the dad stompers, like for it to be a jown collab, what's retailing these? Like $4,000?
No, it's probably, I don't even know what that model retails for, honestly.
Doesn't say. It's probably going to be the same, if not a little more.
Check and see what the jowned Kiana 14s like retailed for. Because if I had to guess, it'd be just straight retail or maybe like $10 more.
180.
180. So that is more, I think.
Holy. Do you know how much those go for?
Yeah.
I don't even know. What? Bro, come on.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, these aren't as crazy. But I'm like, dude.
I'm looking at StockX between $800 and $1,000 for one color, and then the silver color is $400 to $600. What in the world? Super basic. Oh, maybe I'll go for the Jowns just to flip them.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
It's not a bad move. But that's why I don't want to get rid of the all white and silver pair, because I'm like, oh, this is a cool, like, subtle flex shoe. If you know, you know. But it's like,
that's so subtle. It's like you got it. Like, I wouldn't even want to wear those because it's like you got to wear them for the exact right audience.
But you know what's crazy? I've seen them in public on multiple occasions, and every time I see that exact pair, the all white and silver, I'm like, oh shit, I see you. But like, I'm the one guy. I'm just like, I'm the one guy that would know.
Sneaker content creator is the guy that knows. Like,
okay, I see you.
I don't know. I've just never gotten behind Jown.
Yeah, but the white and silver, I could wear those every day for the rest of my life, and I'd be fine. I want to wear them every day, but I've worn them twice, and I'm like, I can't, because if I destroy these, I'm screwed.
Yeah, they're $800, $500.
Like, I'm screwed, dude.
That's why I could never buy those. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know.
I never would have bought them. Shout out to StockX. Yep. I was like, I don't even remember who gave them to me. Oops.
More ASICs. They're issuing another installment of their Earthian Wear collection. Never heard of this.
Neither have I. I did.
What are we looking at here?
So I'm pretty sure these are all waterproof. Maybe. Someone commented on my post today because I was talking about the Kiana 14, and they're like, have you tried the Earthian Wear, whatever, Kiana 14s? Because I tried them, and my feet were just sweating all day. I was like, oh, noted. So maybe don't get these if your feet sweat. But if you're somewhere and need to be, I guess, warm or waterproof, they're cool. You got a Kiana 14, I think a GT 2160. That one I get confused on. Yeah, 2160. I don't think they're anything crazy. the like teal 2160, I think looks pretty cool. Looks like very futuristic. But
I like those. They look like the Silver Surfer.
They do.
Like, but darker. Yeah, I mean
it's not the worst.
It's a good winter shoe here in Minnesota, I'll tell you that.
That's true. But yeah, I just saw them pop up the other day and I was like, I've never even heard of this collection. But
yeah, that's cool. I might have to check a pair of those out. I probably won't, but I might have to.
You never know. If they go on sale, why not? But
exactly. Yeah.
Pretty dope. Outside of that, I don't know much about this story either, but I saw this on Sneaker News and I think the silhouette looks really cool. So Atmos is teaming up with Adidas to bring back the Jabbar Low, which is...
Do you know who that is?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I know who that is because of I'm So Uncultured, Lil Dicky, and he has that, and on the show he has the song.
That's how you know that?
Oh yeah, dude. I don't follow basketball at all.
He was the leading scorer all time.
Yeah.
LeBron passed him like 2 years ago. He invented the sky hook. Like he's like one of those guys, like OG Laker.
I know he's an OG. I get notified. I get recommended to follow his page on LinkedIn at least once a week. And I'm like, weird, but okay.
That's funny.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm so uncultured when it comes to sports history. It's insane.
That's all right. I'm here to help you out, man.
Exactly. That's why I need you. But this is a cool shoe, dude. It's definitely up my alley. Like, I think these are dope. All like classic blue Adidas low top shoe. It's like a shell toe without the shell toe, essentially. Nice, like aged yellow outsole, leather sock liner.
The original pair, unless that's the new pair.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Like that looks fairly new.
Looks like it's about to crumble. This outsole.
Yeah, that's fair. But maybe that's how they wanted it to look.
Like it. I can get behind it. Kareem's one of the GOATs, so.
Yeah. I mean, if they came out and they looked exactly like this, I'd cop a pair for sure. The only downside is that suede is going to bleed all over those white laces, which is like the bane of my existence. Suede shoes with white laces, man.
I guess it's not showing any bleed though already, which is a good sign.
Dude, every single pair of suede shoes I have with white laces, doesn't matter who the brand is, bleeds all over it. Like,
there you go.
I can't even see it on the... Oh, no, you can. Look at this.
I
don't know if you can tell.
I don't have any shoes like that, so I wouldn't know. Oh, I can see it. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I love like suede low top shoes.
Yeah.
From skateboarding. So, yep. Happens every time. Sucks, but yeah, those laces are screwed. Cool shoe. Next up, is this the last one? No.
Two more, but I do want to touch on this one before I go to the next one.
Do it.
Just got the official announcement for the X-Ray Kobe 5s.
Woot woot.
17th, Vanessa Bryant just posted these to her Instagram story 2 hours ago. So
I like those.
It's one of my favorite looking Kobe's ever. Like these are really cool.
This isn't a retro, right? Like this is new.
First X-Ray designed by the iconic T-shirt that was first released in 2010 when he won his 5th championship. So it's based on the T-shirt that he wore.
So did they base the Air Force Ones?
Fusions, just basically of like all his injuries. So
did they base the Air Force Ones kind of on that T-shirt? Because these are identical to the Air Force Ones.
Design like this is not something new. I mean, think of like Kevin Concepts and like there's a lot of different things that have something like this. I know you're talking about the Halloween Air Forces, but yeah, I'm sometimes skeleton stuff's corny to me, but I feel like these work like really well.
Dude, on court, these would look sick.
Yeah, they would for sure. I feel like we're gonna see a bunch of these over the next upcoming NBA season.
I'm all for it.
Valid. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I'm pretty hyped about those.
For sure.
Adidas dropping another super premium Samba made in Italy. $350 retail, right?
$350, dude. literally an all
Italian
just.
leather. I mean, that stuff's not cheap to buy. I know because Jordan Diab
Yeah.
buys for customs, and it's like veg tan leather. All that really good stuff's not cheap. So
Yeah, but this one's just an all British tan with a lighter tan, 3 stripes, gum outsole. If I had the money, or if Adidas gave me these, I would love them. These would be my
old
dress
man
shoes.
for sure.
Yeah, dude, like
Dress
any
shoes,
wedding,
yeah, I need a pair of these, man. These are sick.
why not?
I've always been a fan of good materials. I think that it elevates it from a sneaker to essentially art, in my opinion. Like the
Yeah.
wing, like that I did the wear test on. Like it reaches a new level when you get different levels of craftsmanship
Mm-hmm.
and the best materials you can use. So
if I was
I'm
in
a
an office every day, bet.
Yeah, and
Like these are cool.
benefit of using really good leather like this, it wears in and molds to your foot, and it gets really comfortable.
Oh, dude, I worked at Colhan for a while in college, and I still have
There you go.
probably 3 or 4 like dumb quality leather like boots and shoes that are just still perfect, and I've had them for years and years and years. So dope.
Exactly. There you go.
Bingo.
Wrapping it up. Saucony Kinvara 4.
These are so sick.
Never heard of these.
I've never heard of them either. So this is a collaboration with, I think it's Costs. I have no idea who Costs is. I found out about this shoe because they sent Riblets a pair, and he posted them the other day. And I said, I've never heard of this sneaker model, but oh my God, it's beautiful. Like, this is the shoe I would design. And I did some research. I only found them, I think, on Poison, but there's multiple colorways, like suede browns, suede greens on this model. And I'm like, ooh, that may be the next pickup for me, just because they look great. I mean, it's a basic runner. Looks like a pair of New Balance mixed with.
There's a lot to them, though. There's a lot of layering. There's a lot of stitch lines. I like the elastic laces. I like kind of the waterproof toe box. Like, these are cool.
That midsole looks tough. Like,
it does.
It looks good. Copy and paste the name of the shoe and Google search it and see if we can, because I only found, I think, 2 other colorways, and they were hard to find. So I don't know if they're brand new or what, but if you're into Saucony or into finding something, that's just a little different, maybe check these out. I don't know what they go for, but I don't think it's anything crazy.
I'm not seeing anything.
I feel like it was only on Poison, which made no sense, but it probably wasn't like a US release.
I'm not seeing really anything.
Damn.
Well, leave it up to the viewers. Do some research, I guess.
Yeah, do some research. I'll find a few pairs, maybe. Maybe if I can find them again, we can looking through. But yeah, very neat shoe.
Cool. I like them. I like just all white. It's clean.
Yes, sir. But a little bit of a longer one today. Hopefully, I mean, literally tomorrow morning, I think I get my road set up in. So I'm very excited to set that up and have both of us with a soundboard, which will probably get out of hand quick if I had to guess.
Yeah. Let me rip since we're at the end of the episode.
Yeah, have some fun, dude.
A good episode.
I like it. It was a good episode.
You can also adjust your voice. Let's see.
Our talk is looking real bad. Yeah, these are going to be, we could have a lot of fun with this thing.
I mean, actually investing in some good, like, pick out certain effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Or this one? Oh, this one's we're going to end the podcast on this one.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Beyond Kicks podcast.
Thank you, everybody. And
We'll catch you later.
Peace.
Peace.
That's